Good morning. Welcome again to Morning Devotions. Thank you again so much for our time together. Looking forward to seeing you in the services. All this weekend, I'm going to teach you out of Acts 21 how drastically the Church of Jerusalem had changed, how the pressures of persecution, how the pressures of an occupation army had changed, not hearts, but begun to change the fierceness of the doctrines of the gospel that we must hold to. It's going to be a good study. Right now, I want us to go back to the book of Galatians chapter 5, beginning with verse 1. Paul said, "It is for freedom that Christ has set us free. Stand firm then, and do not let yourselves be burdened again by the yoke of slavery." In Romans, Paul said, whatever you yield yourself to, that you become a slave. Now, there's many things that Christians get into slavery over. They get into religious slavery and legalism, thinking that somehow these legalistic things or these works are going to bring about change or salvation. These self-help courses are going to somehow bring about change in their life. And I'm sorry, brothers and sisters. Change in the kingdom of God is a one-step process. You come to God, you get on your knees, you cry out to God, and God changes your heart. There's no 13 steps or 15 steps or 7 steps. In the gospel, there's one step for change. We come into the presence of a living God. We bow our heart, we cry out, and God changes us. So let's not be in the bondage of legalism. Let's not be in the bondage of sin. You yield yourself to a sin enough times, whether it's pornography or drinking or whatever, you become a slave to it. Now, I know people don't like it when you say this about drinking because it seems that the whole Christian world wants to drink today. I don't. And there's gazillions of other Christians out there that are kind of quiet and silent, and they don't drink either. But these popular people are saying, as a Christian, we should drink. Yeah, I looked at one of them one time and I said, you say that you're not addicted to this stuff. You're willing to lose friendships. You're willing to lose relationships. You're even willing to walk away from the church and your positions of leadership because you want your bottle. I said, if you say you're not addicted to it, I'll believe you. Stop drinking for 30 days. Not a drop for 30 days. Not one person has ever picked me up on it. They're a slave to it. They're not a slave to the taste because, please, I didn't grow up Christian. Alcohol doesn't taste good. We all know that. They're a slave to how it makes them feel. But brothers and sisters, Paul said, don't be drunk with wine. He said, listen, you just need to learn to drink of the Spirit. You want to feel different. You want to feel better. Come into the presence of God and drink of the Spirit in your life. Please, I beg of you. Paul said, it was for freedom that Christ set you free. He said, listen, don't get burdened again with the yoke of slavery.